Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. I'm Stephanie Fisher. I'm a licensed counselor here in the state of Michigan, and I'm owner and operator of In Progress Counseling. I was listening to a book the other day. I think it was a fiction book, and you could pay me $1 million and I would not remember it. But one of the main characters said something so thought-provoking. He said something to the effect of, I learned not to invite people into my dark, meaning as he was going through a hard time, he felt that it was rude to tell other people about that hard time. And it really invited me to reflect on how many of us might actually walk around with the presupposition that we're not supposed to bother other people with our hard time. Friends, my career exists to a large degree because I'm the place where someone can go, and my other, fellow therapists are out there as the place people can go to hand over their hard time and say, hey, can you help me? Can you hold this with me? And that's what's so really thought-provoking about this line is, like, I learned not to invite people into my dark. I wonder how many of us suppose that's just what's true. Don't invite people in. Don't burden other people. Don't bother other people. And then if you think through that conceptually, how many of us go through excruciating seasons and possibly the people who love us most are unaware because we don't want to bother them. We don't want to burden them. We don't want to affect them. We don't want to drag them down. We don't want them to pity us or whatever that fear is. And what's so fascinating is one of the clinical pieces where someone knows that they can kind of step away from therapy. It's when other parts of their life have filled in that gap. So other people are now their trusted space, so they don't need to come to a trained professional for a trusted space. Now, some will come to me long term because it's just a place to process where, they're known, they're valued, they're not judged, and they can just kind of let it all out there in a unfiltered way. And we, over time, we make meaning out of it. And in the long term, we can make a lot of valuable meaning out of it. But I become less useful to someone when they have their own communities where they take their hard and it's allowed to be hard and it's held in community. Now, that's not intended to be a reductionistic statement. People in therapy still have their communities. People without communities don't automatically come to therapy. But there is an awareness that I carry that linking someone into healthy community where they can handle hard stuff together, it works me out of a job often, and I delight in that for people because we should not be holding our really hard stuff alone. When we're in the series talking about grief and loss and all of the things that are affecting us at like the soul, the psyche, the identity level, I can work with someone to a point to help them feel more confident in who they are. They'll still need community to become a sounding board of, friend, you're okay. We value you. We're willing to hold this stuff with you. Being known in community is a key piece of what it looks like to navigate the world healthfully and in ways that are really helpful. As I have clients, or as I myself, or as I have dear friends going through significant loss, I look around at the community of helpers that surrounds them, and I understand that those who are surrounded well will navigate transitions and loss significantly differently than those without community. Those are two very different experiences. The point being, we're not supposed to hold stuff alone. And I know we've had that message here before, but related to grief and loss specifically, inviting people in is a key piece of healing. It's a key piece of emotional okayness during a season where things might be somewhat treacherous. Other people can be holding stuff with us. Other people should be holding stuff with us. It is not our job to hide our hard for the benefit of other people. And again, not to be too oversimplistic, it's maybe too loaded of a message for a 5-minute video, but I know that healing is happening when others are invited into our hard. That's a really important thing to understand. We do not heal in isolation. We can start the healing process in isolation, but a lot of real healing happens in community, and a lot of being held well in grief and in loss and in transitions, it takes place in community.